The mindset going into the relationship is the page of pentacles, page of swords. And I'm gonna say, it's not about sneakiness. It's not about someone being underhanded or anything like that. I feel like this person may be sneaky in the sense of trying to get more information, though, right? This person is really trying to get more information, and this is why the Hermit is coming up here. Information is needed. That's what the page of swords is talking about here. Now, it could be that this person is also cultivating their own truth. This relationship's helping them to come up with new belief systems, a new way of thinking, new way of communication. But they're also having to be absolutely blunt with themselves and being very honest with themselves, because honestly, the truth truth will set you free. It may be painful, but it will help, steer you in the direction that you believe you're meant to go, right? So not only is this person thinking that, okay, this relationship is something that's requiring me to take a closer look at, for me to get a little more information before making a decision, but also they're having to be brutally honest with themselves about what they want, how this person makes them feel, especially if there's history with this person, if there's even a potential for restart. But I feel like there's hope for this, right? This person is looking for information, not to tarnish or destroy an idea of potential reconnection and flourishment of the relationship, but to see what can honestly prosper from this relationship, what could prosper moving forward. Now, the other person has the Five of Cups. They have not gotten over the past. This person is definitely showing that this person is very much hung over the past and what happened, what went down, and that still hurts them very deeply. They're still not over that situation. And of course, this relationship, providing that this is a new opportunity, they could take full advantage of this if they wanted to, but instead they're still focused on what went wrong, what has been lost, what's no longer there. They have the connections still there. The Five of Cups does indicate that here, that even though there's 3 cups that are lost, 2 cups still remain. Which obviously the 2 cups, 2 of Cups in the tarot is 2 people coming together. It's 2 people that, that are connected, that are, not connected, but they share similarities with each other. They're, in my opinion, they're mirrors. They're the mirror of one another. They feel the same way. They think the same way. They're very similar to one another. But the Five of Cups is looking at the loss of the situation instead of what similarities that they both have, and using that as a way to reconnect and to establish a new path in regards to building abundance in the relationship. Not financial abundance necessarily, but emotional, and building happiness in the relationship. Instead, they're looking at what has gone wrong, what they still haven't been able to really, allow themselves to forgive and to, not necessarily forget, but to learn from that experience and use that as an opportunity to grow their relationship a lot stronger. Because here they're showing here is the Four of Swords. Now, the Four of Swords is a good card, because especially regarding this person, I don't know if you guys are actually in the relationship together. I think you guys are probably very separate, but it's like, this person is very focused on the pain, but they're not saying I can't get over this I can't get over this, even though there's a relationship here, there's a potential for this new thing to come in. I think they want to take advantage of it, but they're still hung up over the past, which is why they have the Four Swords here. They're taking a step back. They're reflecting. Same with this person here with the Page of Swords in their mental space, right? Trying to get more information and being brutally honest with themselves. This person has taken a step back to heal the pains from the past, the losses that they've experienced, the pains that they've experienced, and honestly coming up with a new truth, right? They're reflecting on themselves. They're healing those energies here. Okay, so they may not be taking action at this moment, and it's because they needed time to heal. They need to go back within themselves, and they're taking a step back and looking within themselves, right? And that's honestly very empowering, and I don't have a problem with this at all. I would never have a problem with anything that anyone's doing, of course, because I'm in no position to judge somebody. We're the most imperfect, feeble individuals on this planet, and the last thing we need to do is judge ourselves for the actions that we've taken in our past and in our moments of human nature, right? So the last thing I'm going to do is tell this person that this person is wrong and they're doing the things that they're supposed to be doing, because they're doing the best that they need to do for themselves. The same with this individual here that needs information before going after or starting something new. Now, the Wheel of Fortune is an awesome card for this person in this placement, because they are coming from a place of hope. They need information, but they are willing to do something differently than they have been before. And I think they're taking accountability for their actions here with their Page of Swords in their mind space, because they're ready to start something new. They're starting something new. They're doing something differently. They're taking their knowledge of the past experience to the level of, of improving and moving forward, and honestly making the best out of the past, making the best out of the present, rather, from the lessons that they've learned from the past. So they're taking records, they're looking at receipts, they're looking at everything that they've gone through and everything that they could have done differently as well, and changing that. And they're open to doing things differently. They see this as also a change of luck for them. This is, luck going in their favor. They're really, really, really moving forward in the sense of like pushing forward in innovating their entire life, innovating this relationship period for themselves, and innovating themselves for the relationship period. It's innovating for themselves, but the relationship is going to benefit from that change as well. And the reason why is because the stars come up. They have new hope. They have a new inspiration. This is a path for them for healing as well. The Hermit is a healing energy, guys. It's never a card of like, distancing, trying to get away from people. It's usually a very empowering and healing card. The part where it gets, abused is where somebody may be trying to stay in the Hermit energy, stay by themselves, stay alone, stay in an area in their lives that doesn't actually improve growth, because the Hermit is not growing here. He's reflecting, he's healing, he's, understanding himself. And that's a good thing. But growth is where you put yourself in situations where you have to expand your perspective, expand your boundaries, or strengthen them in some way, adjusting of some sort, changes. Well, the Hermit doesn't go through any changes here other than healing. And healing, of course, is great. It creates a space for new things to come in. But there's nothing coming in when the Hermit comes up. It's internal. It's purely internal. And I feel like with the Hermit coming up for all of this, for both parties here, everybody's finding a way to have hope, to inspire for the future, to grow in a relationship in the best way that they possibly can. And the best way they possibly can is by looking back and seeing what they've gone through and learning their lessons that they needed to learn, not not because they deserve those things to happen to them or whatever, but because those are things that they can truly take for themselves and run with it for the rest of their lives, to benefit them forever. So the star, I think this person has a new mindset as to what things can come, what things can manifest in their lives, benefiting them, for eons, right? And they're willing to put the work in. The star is showing this up, because like if this is the card for Aquarius, then of course they're going to pour water back into the earth. That's giving of themselves. Instead of drinking that water and, giving it to the people that they, care about, right? They're giving it back to the earth to really heal and to nurture and take care of the earth, to manifest the things that they can, manifest the seed that they put in the very beginning, right? So beautiful person, beautiful energy here from this individual, and the same with this person, right? It's beautiful, it's complex, but it's beautiful. And and this person is showing the devil here as the reason as to why they have the Four of Swords and the Five of Cups. And I feel like it's because they're recognizing where they need to find not necessarily recognizing where they need to find their power, but they're recognizing where they're the most disempowered, where they continue to go, where, what things that they have held themselves back in some areas, right? The toxic relationship is what's keeping them from being able to move forward at this moment. Not saying that they will never move forward, but this is what's keeping them from moving forward at this moment. And it's because of the loss. It's because of the pains of the past. And they know that's there. That's why they have this time apart where they need some separation, and you really need to heal from this, because they want to be. And I feel like this devil energy is reminding them or telling them that they have power, and that's obviously, that has nothing to, that it's outside of this relationship. Like this situation, this toxic energy, whatever this was, it's not able to, this is their means to create boundaries that are healthy for them, that are truly strong for them, to take their power back in a situation where they feel like they were powerless, right? So this even could be a third party situation that they have to heal from, right? This is maybe a brand new person, and you have an opportunity at a relationship, right? So I always say that too. This doesn't have to be you reconnecting with an ex. This could be you reconnecting with an energy that's very similar from a relationship previous, or this could be that you have a new opportunity at love, a new opportunity within a relationship with somebody brand new, but they obviously are bringing up a lot of old stuff from the past that will help you to use what you've learned from that experience for this one to make it last, to make it, profitable or prosperous. You get what I'm saying? So with this person here, they're having to let go of, not necessarily toxic energy, but to, find their power in a situation where they may have felt the most powerless. Taking their power back, recognizing their strengths in the relationship, right? No longer allowing this devil energy to continue to keep them at a situation where there's no growth or progress. Officially shifting their focus from what was lost to what what can be, from with the relationship and the opportunity they have right now, by finding the power that's resting inside them and dormant because of whatever toxic energy they have encountered and dealt with for a long time. So here we have what brought you two together, which is the Page of Wands. Energy of happiness and passion, and honestly, I think it's hope, really, because the Page of Wands, he's inspirational. He's the spark of inspiration. He's the spark of energy that's, that can kickstart any amazing journey. But the thing that's obviously keeping you two from progressing forward, or the challenge that you guys may be facing, is the Queen of Swords, right? Ready to cut some people up, ready to defend at a moment's notice, right? You guys are standing on standby to cut someone up because you guys are in a position where you guys have been, hurt. You've been traumatized. You guys have been in a situation where it wasn't beneficial, but you guys are also coming from a place of new perspectives, new way of thinking, new way of communicating, and of course, being in a position of the Queen of Swords is way better than the King of Swords, because the King of Swords would have cut you before you even walked through the door. And I feel like the Queen of Swords, she's open to listening, to hearing. Even though she has her swords up, she's experienced, she's seasoned, she's been through the worst of the worst. That's why she's so serious. That's why she's so detached. It's because she's protecting that soft side of herself, and it's about putting down those barriers, those defenses, and truly trusting each other, because this is about trust. This is why this person is really adamant about getting more information, why this person is being brutally honest with themselves, because they need more information. You know what I'm saying? And the same with the other person. They need more information. They need to be able to trust themselves with this process moving forward, and heal and forgive themselves for going in a relationship that was toxic, because they may have felt like that was their fault, or their fault for getting themselves hurt in the first place, when it isn't their fault. Okay, it's whether or not this is their fault or not. If they continue to let that relationship continue to taint their future opportunities that are open to them. This is their responsibility now to take control, take responsibility for what this past energy is doing now to their life. Because they can sit here and say that, well, my last relationship did X, Y, and Z to me. But at the end of the day, you are letting that energy continue to dictate where you're going. You're letting the past define your future, and that doesn't have to be. Remember, like I said in the very beginning, I'm not gonna, as a tarot reader, I don't determine your destiny. You determine your destiny, but you don't let anybody or anything or any situation continue to determine your destiny. You shift your focus to what you want to experience. Shift your focus to what you want to be, and not let the past come up with that conclusion for you. You do it yourself, and I think that's what this person is doing right now with this Four of Swords, taking the time out to really figure that out for themselves. Back to what you love. Your current situation is giving you an opportunity to reevaluate what you want. Oh my goodness. I mean, these cards be on point so much. I mean, like, I know. I'm like, I do these cards all the time, read it every damn day, and these cards still do not cease to amaze. So, seriously, if the card is not plain enough, going back to what you love is the biggest thing, right? The Hermit always returns back to what he loves. He returns back to his inner self. That's why he heals. That's why he's patient. That's why he's, empowering. And it's the same thing. The Queen of Swords has to return back to what she loves. And you guys are in the situation where you guys are having to open yourselves back up to life. Open yourselves back up to the world. Coming out of Hermit energy, right? Going in for a specific meaning, or a specific mission, and then coming back out when you've successfully completed that mission, and putting yourself out there to receive and to obtain and to spread and to give love that you guys have discovered within yourselves.